Heavyweight action here, Hardrock MMA 97, and want to say if you are enjoying this free stream, whether you're watching on bluegrassmma.com, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're watching, special thanks to B2 Digital for providing the live free stream here of Hardrock MMA 97. As we mentioned, heavyweight action, Jonathan Fugate representing Hayes MMA out of Madisonville, Kentucky, 0-1, and when we saw him, his debut was a quick loss, unfortunate 6-second knockout at the hands of Justin Burgun at Hardrock 87 last March. So about a year out of the cage and year older, year wiser for Fugate, coming in and giving another run. Troy Hayes is his coach.
Fugate stands 6'3", 37 years old.
Never too late to start fighting. Said he started MMA really just to get in shape and then decided to take a fight, so. Coming out to let the bodies hit the floor. Predicted a second round knockout win, so.
It's difficult to gauge a guy like this. He had his first fight, which was a very quick knockout loss for him. That was his amateur debut. Now, does he have knockout power of his own that we haven't seen yet? We don't know.
And Burgun himself was, he's a pretty hefty prospect. He's knocking out everybody.
That's a great point.
That
was no slouch of a debut opponent.
And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the B2 Digital Blue Corner,
Jesse Romans making his way to the cage here, representing Triple Crown MMA with Jordan Sullivan up in Northern Kentucky. And it's a guy that's hard not to like and become. He becomes a fan favorite because he shows up and you know he's going to be a tough guy, tough out. We saw him in one of the many fights of the night last month at Hardrock 96. Came up short against Ashley Hunt.
He's always got a nice little strut to him, even if he's on a 2-fight losing streak. 4 of his 6 fights thus far have been for Hardrock. He's becoming a staple of the Hardrock promotion at the heavyweight division in the amateur level. I mean, this guy brings energy. I've said it before. He's always got a smile on his face, even if he's taking a selfie in the emergency room after he lost via knockout.
Yeah, he took a lot of punishment, and I'm honestly surprised to see him back just a month later here.
Ashley Hunt, that fight was a battle.
Bloody.
Yeah.
But back nevertheless. 2-4, ranked number 15 heavyweight in Kentucky by Tapology, and also number 8 in the Hardrock MMA heavyweight ranking. So,
24-year-old Jesse Romans versus the, as we said, 37-year-old Jonathan Fugate.
Jason Weiner with the official introductions.
Jason Weiner with the jokes. He said it's a lightweight.
Triple Crown MMA from Williamstown, Kentucky, Jesse the Pride Slayer Romans.
Heavyweight action here at Hardrock MMA 97. Jonathan Fugate in the white and black. Jesse Romans in the black and orange. Rob Mooney going to be the referee for this one.
Don't blink. These heavyweight amateur bouts don't always make it out of the first round.
Yeah, and Romans looks to be in probably the best shape that we've seen him.
So much so that I've even heard rumblings maybe he'll move down a weight class.
205. Big shot there lands.
Rob Mooney, to Rob Mooney's credit, he's letting the fight. Yes, big connection there.
And I did make the mistake of blinking and missed that.
Yeah, did you?
Look down at my notes there.
Fugate surviving the big strikes early. And as I said, I think it was a a good call from Rob Mooney to allow the fight to go on, certainly.
Roman's now in half guard, looking to try to rain down some punishment against Fugate.
Fugate's corner instructing him to ride the storm.
Does a good job pushing off the cage, almost with a sweep, but now Roman's in side control.
Romans has been doing a lot of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu training and transitioning to the side control there.
That's the benefit of training with a good gym like Jordan Sullivan, Triple Crown MMA.
These are a couple big guys in there.
Roman's inside control, using that forearm there to make life miserable a little bit for Fugate. Throwing a couple punches. Big wind up there from Romans. Couple big shots here. And Fugate trying to stay active off of his back, but it's going to be hard to get out of this position. Surprised Romans hasn't tried to move to full mount just yet, but he's doing a lot of damage here from this position. Another right hand there.
A couple times Fugate has used his legs to anticipate when Romans is trying to transition into the mount. That shows me a little bit of savviness. Look there we see Fugate with the regaining half guard. So Fugate appears to have been working hard over the last year.
Trying to get off of his back. Throwing a couple kicks there off of heel shots, strikes there from Fugate. Romans with another big shot, though, that landed.
Romans wants desperately to end this two-fight losing streak, and he's looking to do so with the reining in the big shots from the top.
And I'm not sure. Fugate took a lot of punishment in that round. Having trouble getting back to his feet here in between rounds. Romans ran back to his corner.
Romans looks lean and mean compared to when we first saw him come onto the scene. Did I just rhyme there? 3 times. Compared to when we first saw him come onto the scene about a year ago.
Yeah, he's definitely been active in the gym. Weighing in, I think it was 225 pounds, so pretty big guy. I mean, 6'2". I think he definitely could cut down to 205, and he would be a tough customer. I mean, because he's got a big frame.
And he's 24 years old. He's working hard. I know that he just updated his job situation. At the amateur level, that has a lot to do with it. Is what kind of you gotta feed your family. You got to feed yourself. You got to get a job that can cooperate with an intense training schedule.
Training 5-6 days a week, multiple times a day, if you're lucky. See Fugate not even taking the stool in between rounds there. But that round was all Romans, close to maybe even a 10-8 round. Don't think Romans did enough to get a 10-8, enough damage to get a 10-8, but that was pretty close.
Keep your hands up.
This time I'm not going to blink. Told people not to blink the first round, and I did it anyway. Second round here, heavyweight action.
To the right.
Fugate circling into the power of Romans.
Yeah.
1-2 lands from Fugate. Now Romans with the takedown, nice single leg.
Fugate going for a guillotine. Doesn't look like he has any type of a guard wrapped up.
Yeah, he's not going to get it from
there. Romans will be
there.
able to get out of that. He's into side control.
Box on the ground, box on the ground, box on the ground, box on
Not
the ground.
able to use his elbows.
Pop that way.
Romans back into side control where he spent most of that first round.
Full guard.
Romans now into the mount. Will he capitalize with the big strikes that you know he wants to end the fight with?
Looking to throw some big hammer fists there.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Right in front of our broadcast position. These are landing. This might get stopped. And Rob Mooney does stop it there in the second round. Good performance there from Jesse Romans, moving up
Jesse
to 3 and
Romans
4.
instructing the crowd to give a round of applause for his opponent.
Definitely an improved performance there, though, from Fugate. And
Oh,
wanna
yeah,
see him.
very much so. As I said, I saw him from the bottom a couple times, regain half guard. I saw some savvy movement that I didn't get to see at all, obviously, a year ago.
Hopefully he continues his journey
Certainly.
through MMA training at least.
I actually got to talk to him last year a little bit in Bowling Green, and a very nice guy, very humble attitude. So best of luck to Fugate in his future.
But Romans, that heavyweight division in Hard Rock MMA now wide open. See guys like Gavin Hernandez who already beat Romans, but is that a fight maybe you want to see again? Or I know there's a handful of guys in that Hard Rock division. Of course, Tyler Shipp, the champion, vacating the title when he moved down to
I don't think
middleweight.
he's going back up there. He'd be more likely to go to 170.
Yeah, I think that's eventually where we might see Shipp eventually end up. But Romans now 3 and 4 on his career.
Ladies and gentlemen, 56 seconds of your second round. Your winner by knockout, Jesse Roman.
Jesse Romans with the win here. As we mentioned, 3 and 4 on his career, stops that 2-fight losing streak.
We didn't even get a proposal at the end of that fight.
I know, we forgot to mention that. The engaged Jesse Romans. So he only should have proposed after this fight. He actually won this time.
Yeah, that. I think that actually embodies Jesse Romans. Is after his losing effort against Ashley Hunt 1 month
Bloodied
ago,
and battered.
yeah, absolutely covered in blood. He was excited as can be to propose to his girlfriend, obviously now his fiance, but no, not after a big victory.